Hello to my Saggies. Hello to my Sagittarius. This is Queen Amun Ra coming to you with your general reading. Happy Lionsgate Portal. That's right. If you're watching this on 8/8, it's at the peak. That's right. That's right. I'm sure you've seen a lot of videos floating around. I won't bore you. I won't even bore you to tell you that right now. I'm not even going to bore you with all the information. There's a video. I posted a video. Other people have posted videos. So do your thing. Let's get into it. This video is for the 9th of August through the 16th of August, Sagittarius. Let's do it. Let's see what's in your cards. Hopefully you all are having a fantastic week. Hopefully you're having a fantastic week, Sagittarius. Again, happy Lionsgate Portal being open. Let's do it. Let's see what's in your cards. I've already prayed over your cards. I already asked Source for complete and total clarity. This is a general reading. If you're interested in a personal reading, my information is down below in the description. Let's go. First card out of the deck is the Hanged One. Here we have the Four of Swords. Here we also have the Knight of Swords. Here we have the Two of Cups, the King of Cups, and also the Queen of Swords. Here we have the Hanged One. So Source is trying to, something feels like it's suspended in air, right? Here we have the Four of Swords right here. You're trying to get your rest. Here we are saying you're trying to get focused. And I feel like somebody is laser focused. I said you moved on from some situations that were deeply disappointing for you, Sagittarius. And I do feel like, you are, see this snakes right here, there's two snakes and this lion head right here. So this is predatory energy. Somebody moved on from something that was just kind of really preying on you, like just kind of like the homophone pray versus pray. Like instead of praying for you, some energies were preying on you, right? And so like preying on your heart, your kindness, like your head and heart being at war with each other. And so I feel like this past weekend for somebody, since we had a moon in Cancer, Cancer is a water sign, and Cups energy, I feel like somebody may have needed to just get poured into by possibly a water sign. It just kind of says, hang in there with yourself. Head and heart may have been at war with each other. And so kind of sort of filled your cup up. Somebody who was very compassionate towards you, someone who, just kind of encouraged you to pour back into yourself, especially if you encounter some master manipulative energies, right, to help you get back on your throne. Here we have the Queen of Swords here. So it's always good to have people in your life, Sagittarius, that when you feel like your head and heart have been at war with each other and you're trying to get focused, and and you're and energies are just like basically don't care that your head and heart are at war with each other, and just like I said, putting you like preying on your kind heart, like preying on your kindness. That's what I'm seeing here, and seeing it almost as a weakness, right? So I definitely feel like you're moving on. So something has definitely pulled your blindfolds off, like basically how hurt people can hurt other people. Like people not even looking at your love language, like don't even want to learn what your love language is. So something snatched some blindfolds off of somebody's face quick. Just how people, just like I said, people just have, like, sometimes people don't have any regard. They so hurt themselves, they just hurting people and don't even realize how they hurting other people. And so this something has definitely broken somebody out of this, just going along with everybody else's flow, and something pushed you into learning your own love language and expecting other people, if they want to be connected to you, for them to learn yours as well, right? Just like you learn other people's. So here we have the Queen of Pentacles. Here's this crab right here, right? So crab energy is, I feel like somebody is like kind of a hermit crab a little bit. Like I feel like for you, Sagittarius, you may not come out the house that often unless it's for a purpose, right? So you may be in the house kind of like stacking your knowledge and your learning, but people can feel like you got barrels of money sitting somewhere where you could be just like stacking your knowledge. That's what we're talking about, all this air right here. Just kind of sort of like reading books and that kind of stuff, like stacking knowledge instead of money, right? So it could have a wealth of knowledge, right? So you may not have a stack of money. People could assume, like, sometimes people assume that when you're a homebody, you just got all this money sitting around. So wouldn't that be nice, right? But I feel like you could be, increasing your knowledge, and so maybe investing in yourselves, but and loving up on yourselves. So here's the Lover's card. Lover's card is about partnerships in business and or in love. So Source is definitely, I feel like somebody is definitely investing in themselves, like, learning something, reading more books, spending some time with just doing mirror work, all kinds of stuff, especially something has come to the light for you of just like how people can just kind of just, not care for real. Like, yeah, just kind of sort of, like I said, hurt people can hurt other people. So I feel like, you know, I don't feel like you're in victim mode. I just feel like you just awaken. That's what I feel like looking at your cards here. Some people, they just, like I said, and Source is cooking up something nice for you. Somebody has definitely been stung by, you know, like some energies that like to keep a lot of stuff started. Something has awakened something in somebody's spirit, that somebody in the midst has been seeing you as competition a whole long. Like somebody has been seeing you as like a teenager, like it's been some kind of teenager battle. Somebody has been seeing you as competition for a whole lot, for a long time, that you just now waking up to see it. They've been seeing you as competition the whole time. Didn't care less. You know, and so it could have been somebody's ex-love interest or somebody's ex-business partner, but you're not interested in a dysfunctional relationship. You're not looking for their acceptance and their approval. And because of that, Source is sending new money across your path, right? So a wealth of knowledge across your path, you know, that's going to earn you more money, and it's caused some people to get real hot-headed. He was the King of Wands. So now they got to watch you. Whoever these two energies are, they got to watch you from afar. You got to watch you from afar, you know, and somebody sitting down somewhere drinking. I don't know who it is sitting somewhere drinking, but for you, you're not spending. They sitting a lot of time sitting back watching, drinking, like obsessed, you know, with something, you know, and just kind of, you know, plotting and planning. So it's saying, as far as you're concerned, it has nothing to do with you. It has nothing to do with you. You're a hardworking person, and that's what you're focusing on. You're planting some new seeds. It has nothing to do with you. You're a hardworking person. So, and Source is actually rewarding you for taking the high road. Yep, Source is actually rewarding you for taking the high road. Somebody may end up getting married because you cut ties with some energies that were trying to limit your abundance and prosperity. Yep. So it's like 2 for 2. So whoever was trying to limit your abundance and your prosperity, obviously abundance could be a lot of something, like trying to limit your, like basically trying to make you look stupid, basically like trying to make you feel, render you powerless and make you look stupid, basically, and didn't care, just ruthless and you know, just like I said, in predatory mode, could care less whether they, like I said, just very poisonous and venomous type of spirits. And, you know, but your head and heart are no longer at war with each other. See this right here? You at a higher frequency. You just, like I said, as far as that's concerned, you just left all that behind. You said, yep, you left a blue heart behind. So Source is definitely putting you in different spaces. Like, I feel like somebody had to be around a very compassionate energy. Somebody who, you know, just kind of encourage you to really pour back into yourself and break demonic bonds. That's the, you know, break some kind of a demonic bond, you know, of just like fear, doubt, uncertainty. Like sometimes that's all it takes. Sometimes all it takes is just one conversation with somebody who is very compassionate, you know, towards when your head and heart are at war with each other, Sagittarius, and just to say, hey, look, your head and heart don't need to be at war with certain things. Hang in there with yourself. You know, just pull out one of those swords and cut ties with energies that's just ruthless towards you, putting you in survival mode. Like, cut ties. Yep. So I feel like you inspire and motivate a whole lot of people. It's like you're a hot commodity. Like you are looking at you, like you inspire a lot of people. You are at mental clarity, Sagittarius. You could be doing this on your job. Obviously, you're incredibly smart. But like I said, your head and heart are no longer at war with each other at all. As it relates to two types of energies, you like, yeah, there's a devil card. Yeah. The devil card came out twice. You have said you have left the distractions behind. And then remember, the devil is the author of confusion. So you left the distractions behind altogether. You just like, you know what, that's it. So here we have the King of Cups here. So you have learned how to leave behind master manipulators who looks like they may have been working together, you know, and Source is saying you hanging in there with yourself. So it looks like some energies played themselves. Whoever they were, it looks like some energies played themselves. Whoever they were, they look like they played themselves, because for you, Source is rewarding you. Your abundance is actually growing now. Like your knowledge is growing. Somebody has just decided to invest in themselves. So yeah, I'm telling you, all it takes is being around people who are very compassionate and just say, okay, no, you need to pour into yourself. God knows exactly who to send you to. Like God knows exactly who to put you around. So, yeah, definitely some new seeds have been planted. So, here's the 7 of Swords. So, I definitely feel like you're moving a little bit more strategically now. Some people think you got secrets. They feel like, okay, you hiding something at this point. That's what people think. You're hiding some things at this point. Here we have the 3 of Wands. But you're taking a leap of faith moving forward, right? So, you're not taking a leap of fear. You have a whole sea of opportunities in front of you, right? Here we also have the Five of Wands. The Source is actually speeding up a process. Like, so this is good news, right? This is really good news, Sagittarius. Source is saying, now that you left behind fear, doubt, uncertainty, you're not chained to anything that was holding you back, that was limiting your abundance or whatever. Source is actually speeding up the process in both your personal and your professional life. So something is being sped up. Something is being sped up for you. Whatever your prayers are, the devil cards, like three energies that was like in devil mode, like somebody, the devil was riding somebody like Seabiscuit. So three energies in particular was just like on demon time, like devil time. If a demon would be like a minion to the devil, but somebody was just like in devil mode, like just straight up trying to cause fear, doubt, uncertainty, just like you're trying to cause all kinds of chaos and confusion in your life. Let's see what else we got going on here. What else? What's the other cards? Hold on. 1, 2, 3. Where the other? I think, okay, these cards. Okay, yeah, Sagittarius. You see the devil card came out 3 times there. Yeah. Some people was definitely chained to their addiction. They were chained to, they felt restricted in some kind of way. They were trying to restrict you in some way, shape, form, or fashion, looking at you like you was just a fool, like you just weren't smart enough. And so, yeah, Source is saying, yeah, you're going to have to start learning how to move a little bit more strategic. Because the devil is very, very crafty. You know, devil is very, very crafty. And so, yeah, you're going to have to move a little bit more strategic from now on. Here we have the 8 of Pentacles. Here we have the 9 of Wands. Here we have the Page of Wands, the 7 of Wands. Here we have the 2 of Pentacles and also the 9 of Pentacles, right? So, yeah, some people spent a lot of time. Some people spent a lot of time studying you. Some people spend a lot of time studying you, right? And so now you're going to have to put that much time in terms of like working, like people drinking and studying and looking at every little thing that you're doing. Here we have the 7 of Wands. So if you sit down somewhere and meditate, you know, through your meditation, the source is intentionally speeding up things for you. Because Source needs to put you in stealth mode, like for real. Source needs to, like, you know, like fast track you to something. So Source is trying to fast track somebody to something. You're on you're at the end of a long and arduous journey. That's one. So you're gonna have to sit down and really see yourself. Whatever it is you've been planning on doing, Source is getting ready to put you in like fast track mode, right? So you're gonna have to really get like locked in and laser focused. You know, because here we have the Page of Wands here. And like I said before, because you're dealing with very immature, somebody's dealing with some very immature spirits, and you're going to feel a lot stronger. Like, see how this person right here is throwing up a baton? You're going to feel a lot stronger, like very free-spirited, because Sources, like I said, some people have burned some bridges with you. Some people have burned some bridges with you. They're masking some kind of pain. They don't have a healthy work-life balance going on. You know, they burned a whole lot of bridges with some people, whoever it is. These 3 types of energy burn a lot of bridges with people. So it's just like, Here we have the 2 of Pentacles here. So for you and somebody will be building a very rich legacy together. Sources making sure. Let me see what else we got going on here. So one, you're not looking for people's acceptance and approval. And because of that, Source is approving you for something, right? You're planting some new seeds, right? Some people are sitting around drinking, you know, whatever they're drinking, who knows, you know, trying to soothe whatever's going on, trying to calm their fire down, their anger and frustration. Here we have the 9 of Pentacles. So Source is intentionally putting you around. Hold on, let me look at some stuff here for a second. Okay. Source is intentionally putting you around. Hold on. Okay. You and somebody are going to be, I feel like, okay, hold on. Let me see how I can word this. This is a healthy work-life balance. I feel like you and somebody coming together, soulmate, because they have been in survival mode in the past. Because this could be anybody. This could be anybody who have dealt with master manipulators before. Because Source is speeding something up for you and somebody, right? So it's cooking up something really nice for you and somebody. It may not, when I say marriage, I'm not always talking about romantic, okay? Just so we're crystal clear. Marriage could also be in business. Like Source is putting somebody on some kind of a fast track. Because I'm looking at this. But Source is making sure to keep, y'all are working hard, but Source is going to keep people out of y'all business. So this is where Source is like, it's like Source is rerouting you and somebody out. It's like, like you won't even have to worry about this. Like if you were a person that's kind of like paranoid because you see the devil cards, God created the devil, so you don't have to worry about that. But it's like you don't even have to worry about certain energies knowing what's going on in your life, or like who is aligning with them and who's doing X, Y, and Z and who's trying to be familiar. Because the way that Source is rerouting you, Sagittarius, is in such a strategic. That's why I said Source is cooking up something for you and somebody. The way the Source is rerouting somebody to something is the only way I can describe it is the only way God can do it. That's all I can say. I mean, we're not God, we're not other people's God, so I can't even describe it I can't even put it into words. But the way that Source is doing it is because your blindfolds have been removed. Because the blindfolds have been removed, and because you were obedient enough to say, okay, you need to cut ties with some energies. Because it looks like it was, when you see the three devil cards, it's just like three energies were working together against you in some way, shape, form, or fashion, like trying to come up against you. And once you start, waking up out of something, start getting real focused, and them blindfolds came off, and realized that hurt people. And like I said before, and it was just, yeah. Source is rerouting some. So it's time for you to open up your vault door. That's what I'm saying. And don't look back. Open up your vault door and don't look back. Yeah, open up your vault door and don't look back. Yeah. So somebody's a changeling, but step through your portal. Somebody has a very lying spirit. You made a very positive impact on some people. Move on in peace and move in silence. But at what age did your parents work on their shadow self and back straight, walk away? You're dealing with a person that's an incubus spirit. That's a energy that has been overtaken by, a male sex demon, right? But when I say overtaken by, that means like, like a person who may have had like a sex addiction, right? So it's like that's something that they can't really control, in that sense, so they could be around those types of energies, right? Where they just like they can control that urge, so pray for them, right? And so document your dreams day and night. But somebody regrets lying to you. Put yourselves first. Your new home awaits and your well of joy is within you. They're a Drew. They have this kind of malevolent nocturnal spirit associated with nightmares. But make a list of pros and cons. Prepare for an increase in pay. And so your laughter is medicine. It would be equivalent to, and more money is coming your way soon. Just so we're clear, put a few more cards here. We also had you're protected in love and root chakra cleanse. And then one last card, new love awaits. It would be equivalent to like just not recognizing loved ones. Like you say, I didn't even recognize them. They were on something. Like they weren't even themselves. Anytime a person is overtaken by demons, it could be like a demon of lust, a demon of gluttony. Like there's just like you put a plate of food in front of them and they just devour the food. Like they just go into a whole nother. You don't need their eyes just don't even look the same. They roll back in their head. And people think that kind of stuff is a joke, but when people are overtaken by, just think about people who are overtaken by like, type of demons when they're eating foods or like eating sugar and stuff like that. They don't know how to, they just don't know how to like calm that demon down. They're just in a different headspace. They just in a different headspace. Like that's when people are on substance abuse or alcohol or whatever. And so somebody's sitting down somewhere and they just like drink. They like trying to drink something away. They like trying to calm down this fire, this anger, this urge, and that rage and that spirit. That's why Source saying Source is rerouting you somewhere else. Source is rerouting you somewhere else because somebody has this like. Somebody has a different kind of, like I said, a spirit on them. And and just putting you in a different, just putting you in a different space, just putting you in a whole different, putting you in a whole different space to protect your energy. So yeah, to protect your energy. Yeah, so when you're dealing with people who are under some kind of like a demonic attack or whatever, the best you can do for them is pray for them, because they're not who you think they are, Sagittarius, and you don't know what kind of deal they sign with the devil. You don't know what they caught up in. They not themselves, and so you got to protect yourself. You got to protect your money, yourself. You got to protect your mind. Some people, like, you hear about people committing crimes and stuff. You just like, okay, what were they possessed by? And that's what Source is trying to tell you, is like, you made a positive impact on, you make a positive impact on a lot of people, but once Source shows you something, here we have 999. This is a death. Something is like death to your fear, doubt, uncertainty. Like, once you see something, you're not even afraid of it anymore. You're just like, okay, once you saw something, you were like, okay, I'm just pulling out the sword, I'm just cutting that off. You ain't even afraid of it. Right, so here we have, thank the past for your lessons and leave it where it belongs, so that you can make the best of life that is still waiting to be fulfilled only by you. You done moved on from something. So, some people it's a lot of people that get caught up in a whole lot of stuff, and so it's that you don't know why they got caught up in stuff. You don't know what kind of karmic debt, what kind of deal they sell with time with the devil. You don't know what's going on. You don't know when they're gonna come out of karmic cycles. But sources are moving you on from something. But my future is full of light. Yeah, my future is full of light. And so yeah, that's why, when you see these intervention shows and you hear people say, go, even with these food shows, and people like trying to trying to tell their family members, we love you, you've gained too much weight. And I hope this isn't triggering for somebody, but people create all kinds of like comedic stuff around it, but it's really not funny when you love somebody and you feel like, okay, they've eaten a little bit too much, or just and they could, what's behind it, or even like those shows like Hoarders, and like people just got all kinds of stuff everywhere, and you're like, well, what's behind all of this, like what's going on, and so that's why you want to pray for. That's why you really, really want to pray for loved ones, because you don't know what's going on. So something is an acceptance. So radical acceptance in the flow radical acceptance in the now opens the flow. Radical acceptance in the now opens the flow. Some people really don't believe that they deserve better than where they are. Some people just don't want to believe that they deserve better than where they are on their journey. So here we have abundance. I am blessed with an abundance of abundance. I always have what I need. I am an irresistible magnet for prosperity. I claim all forms of ethical wealth as mine as divine right. Yep, that is what I have for you. I will see you all in the next video. But like I said, continue to pray for people who are still in wilderness situations. They could be a part of a circus situation. It's just like, for them, they don't know when they're going to come out of that. But you have come through a long and arduous journey of just trying to, I feel like your head and heart may have been at war, with and so there can be some people who be also developing another kind of an issue, drinking problem. That could be another situation to kind of sort of cope with some things when they may have initially just didn't feel like they were smart enough. But your head and heart are not at war, especially when you can pray for energies, right? So you're inspiring a lot of people to come out of wilderness situations. That's what I have for you. I'll see you all in the next video. Bye.